motion, if you're gonna keep it, to change the status from surplus back to the city property.
So we have to do it on all three you're saying? Or
No,
just the
no,
one?
just the one that you're rejecting bid. If you're rejecting all three bids, you reject all three bids.
On this one bid.
Yeah, was there advertised the minimum bid?
Yeah.
So you just reject all three bids, and then either tonight or some other time you need to put that back into your regular inventory and serve it as a surplus. But you had declared it surplus.
Yeah. But what about the other two?
Then you've accepted those bids. They've already made motions and carried to accept those two bids, so you've accepted those.
So we can just say we
Yeah,
reject
you're ready
these
to
bids
go.
on this
She
card.
comes, give you the money tonight, you give her the keys and be, transfer it tonight, if that's the case. But on the third one, if you're gonna reject the bid, you're not just rejecting her bid, you're rejecting all three bids.
I'll make a motion to reject all three bids on unit 3.
There you go.
Oh, okay, the three bids with the different people.
Right.
Oh, okay, I thought you
Yeah,
were
from-
okay.
You have three different bidders.
That's what was confusing.
I'm
me.
sorry.
See, that's-
Yeah. Well, that's because, you know, you were saying we took the high bid.
Yeah.
In the other one, you accepted the high bid. Well, here you're not accepting the high bid. You're having to reject the high bid as well as the second bid and the lowest bid.
Give your motion, what's the motion again now?
Made a motion to reject all three bids on unit 3. And Brandon second.
Brandon, okay. The motion made, here vote, roll call vote.
Howard,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Bowyers,
Yes.
Haynes.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
So then now, since you rejected the bids and you had asked for a high bid of
300,
a minimum bid of 1,350, then you can make a motion, since you didn't get the 1,350 minimum bid on this one, that you are not going to rebid it, but declare it no longer surplus. Does that make sense, David? Okay.
Okay. I make a motion to declare unit 3 non-surplus and add it back into the city inventory.
Second.
Roll call vote, discussion? Or roll call vote?
Add to city what?
We could still later on declare it
You can just
surplus.
declare it surplus again.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you don't put it back in there, then it's just hanging out there. But he didn't get the bid he asked for, advertised for, and, you know, you don't want somebody else to come in and say, well, you just didn't, what are you gonna do with it? It's out there in limbo. It's either surplus or you're gonna have to, or to bid it again. You gotta advertise it again and bid it again.
Okay, roll call.
Katina.
Howard,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Bowyers,
Yes.
Haynes.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Motion carried. I guess that's all we have now. We're down to the mayor's comments. I don't have a whole lot that I need to bring up, but I did talk to a fellow from the floodplain that works for the Army Corps of Engineers, and he told me that right now, the money and the funds for that project there are no more new funds coming in, and they are only use the funds that's available here now for anything that they can do to work on that project. But it's at a standstill. The bridge on Fairview Bridge and the Market Street Bridge, they're on complete postpone, indefinite, no future for them right now. And so everything is on standstill for the flood project, and what you see is what you get.
Have they bought any of these buildings that they're supposedly going to buy?
And he says, anything that they bought so far cannot be sold or transferred until the project is completely finished. I asked him specifically about that.
They ought to be dead.
Yeah.
So those buildings are gonna sit there like they are?
They'll sit right there. It's not completely, it's not, the project's not closed out, it's just
No money.
dead issues for we until they get money.
And they won't come in and knock them down.
No, so they'll just remain.
Just sit there and fall in,
Yeah.
fall in the creek,
And
fall
you see,
in the
the
road.
eventual though, they were supposed to, I mean, what's it cost them to transfer it back to the city? They were gonna transfer that back to the city, that property that they weren't using.
Yeah. They've never transferred any back.
No, that's what I thought, they haven't transferred any back.
No.
What's that cost them?
They probably won't transfer it back until they finish the entire project. And that means when they get money. And I don't think they'll be getting any money for any time soon.
For the next 2 years anyway.
2 years, yeah.
Is there anything we can do, like to get that declared some kind of public safety hazard
Well,
and get it tore down, or?
I've been trying to get money every avenue that I know of, from the Department of Local Government, the Ad Board, and KIA and Rural Development. And Leslie Combs is helping us get some money for the water project. But I don't think the Tourist Commission or the Main Street Program or any of those people can get any money either. It's all tied to, they're just not available right now.
Yeah.
Unless they've got it already appropriated for a project. But on some of the projects, you just gotta say an initial start money. So they'll start it up, and then it's gonna sit out.
But these buildings supposedly that they're gonna buy in town, are you saying that they haven't even purchased them yet? I mean,
No, they
they just
bought-
know they're gonna purchase them?
They bought some.
They
They
have,
bought
they're
those
sitting-
ones down from my house.
but they're still sitting there.
They're still sitting there.
Well, they come in and strip them out.
Yeah. And they bought they are letting people go in and tear them down for their wood and stuff, like down on River Road, that building down there, the apartment type building, they tore that down. But that's about the only one I know of. And speaking of funds, I was gonna ask the Tourist Commission to provide us funds so that we can pay our Cumberland Valley Ad Board dues, which for 3 years haven't been paid, is $3,339. And I was gonna ask them to let us pay for the Kentucky League of Cities dues, about $654. And the Tri-City Heritage or the Main Street program, which would cost us $1,875. And I believe they're pretty receptive because their meeting is the third Tuesday at 12 o'clock noon. I appreciate it if somebody could go down there with me. Because that Tourist Commission money comes through a restaurant tax and a transit room tax, which you establish the amount of money that they receive. And it's for tourism purposes. All three of these agencies right here are directly concerned with tourism. Everything they do is to encourage tourists to come to this area. And it's important that we can maintain our relationship with them.
I think it would only make sense for them to pay the Main Street dues since they work so closely with the Main Street
That's it.
program.
And we really need to, the city really needs to participate in these programs, but if we can't pay our dues, we can't participate.
And it is all tied together, I mean, planning and zoning and code enforcement, we got buildings falling in, nobody's gonna wanna do it.